we talk about that?
Yeah, let's move on then.
All right, episode 23, Fishbowl Session. We are live Hobo Studios. You're eating Doritos. They're good.
Yeah. I'm just going to drink
crinkly in the microphone.
Episode
Gonna drink 'em.
23.
Episode 23,
Now,
yeah.
can I take a minute? Let's just talk through the great sporting stars
gonna
that
say
wear
that
the
too.
number 23.
Yes.
Warning.
Michael Jordan,
Jordo.
LeBron
Clark.
James.
Yep.
Are we going to call Michael Clark up there or not?
I mean, no.
No.
No, I mean, we'll call him in the elite in the park at Noosa having a punch up.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Stefo. Yeah.
yeah. Why the number 23? Like, why?
Does
Did
LeBron
just start with
wear it
Jordan.
now?
Was it
LeBron
just
wears
Jordan
it
did
now,
it?
yeah.
Like Jordan happened to be 23, was
Yeah.
it? And then obviously he was just neck level. And then
Yeah, it was pretty cool how Jordan wore 23 and then went to baseball and sucked hard at baseball and then came back and wore the number 45. And then
You
he
know,
wasn't,
Is that because
he
he
wasn't
didn't-
playing real well, and
that-
then he just went fuck this and went to number 23 and instantly bang.
You know he wore another number? He wore 3 numbers in the NBA?
Oh, when he first started
No. The 23 got stolen. He had to wear another number.
at stolen at the Bulls.
I think so, yeah. He had to wear a different number.
Is this a joke?
One-off. No, it was just a one-off game.
Just one. Oh, so like the actual jersey got stolen.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, right.
He had to wear number 12.
what happened?
Oh, right.
There you go.
Did not know
Why
that.
didn't he go back? Why did he go back to 45?
Because that was his dad's. So he went to baseball for his dad.
for
and
his
then
dad.
went, sorry?
What do you mean for his dad?
Well, his dad was a professional baseball
Ah.
player, and he wanted to go to baseball to honour his memory because he was killed.
He was murdered.
He was
yeah.
murdered,
Yeah.
and he
With a baseball bat?
didn't honour his memory because he was terrible. What'd you say?
Was he murdered with a baseball bat?
Yeah.
Priority.
And then he came back to basketball and wore his, I think it was his dad's number, 45. And then, but he
Then
wasn't
dishonoured
playing
his
well.
dad again.
Yeah, by changing back to 23 and
Buddy
dominating
Franklin?
again. Anyway,
23?
but Warney, number
23,
23.
Buddy Franklin?
Yep.
Is?
Yeah, Buddy Franklin, 23.
There's a few out there.
What happened with Warner? No, I'm not putting him in the same category at all.
No, please don't.
David Warner.
Yep.
Didn't he went on social media saying someone stole him a bag of green, something,
Yeah.
something, and then did he just
just
find
turned
it in
up.
the dirty clothes or something?
Yeah, he went on socials, like it got lost, and they thought it got stolen, and it just turned out it was, they didn't look hard enough, and they found it inside a bag that was inside a bag, and it just turned
Didn't-
back up again.
That doesn't sound like a bunch of blokes at all.
Yeah. They've had a
Corby-
boy look.
Didn't Corby put something on his post?
Yeah, yeah, like because he was saying, "Oh, the airlines lost it, or the airlines stuffed it," and Chappelle Corby put something on there saying, "Oh, yeah, that must be painful."
Yeah.
Something-
Did she do it? Like, what happened with?
Oh,
Chappelle
she
Corby?
fucking did it.
Did she? Has she ever admitted she did it, or is she still saying
nah,
it was
No,
planted?
she's still claiming she didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, but everyone thinks
She released a song, didn't
allegedly did it.
Really?
she? I think Chappelle Corby
Okay.
brought a song out or something, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 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 Anyway,
Wasn't
all
it
right.
like blame it on the boogie?
Oh, wow. That joke.
Oh, I think I might have heard that one. Was that what it was? Have you two had a pre-meeting to set that up?
How fucking quick I am.
Oh, did we miss the meeting
we're
bit?
just a line.
I know we
We're
were
just a
late,
line,
but
yeah.
I didn't know we missed the meeting.
All right, first question out of the fishy bee. We got heaps in here. We got.
Now, can you explain the fishy bee? Because
probably
I've
don't know
had
what it is, eh?
stablemates saying,
Oh,
"What the
what's a
fuck
fishy bee?
is a fishy
We have
bee?"
on previous episodes. We have explained it, but it's just a fishbowl full of questions, so we can talk different topics. There we go. Stablemates, everyone tuning
A
in.
literal fishbowl.
It is-
Actual fishbowl,
yes,
and
actual.
How much you get in those?
there's
twisty-
questions in there, and we just pull them out at random, and then we discuss them, so you get to know us a bit better, or could be some subjects that, like this one.
like subjects that set Scott off. Is that what you were going to
Oh,
say?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do think of that a lot. This one, though, to get us...
Set you up in a minute.
Just so you know, too, that rattling noise you can hear is Scott feeding his fucking
Yeah,
face.
stop eating. Did you ever perform in your high school musicals?
Yes,
You did? Which one?
I played. I want to say it was Retrovision. Was that the one that we had at That's a appliance store. A Retrovision. Is that what it was
Yeah,
called?
wasn't that
Is that what it
Harvey?
was called?
Wasn't that like Harvey Norman?
Yeah, it was.
Was
Was that what
off-brand.
our High School Musical was called? Retrovision? Anyway.
retro something.
I played drums on Madonna. The song was Madonna Material Girl.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Just one song.
I think it was one, maybe
Was
two.
that the grade
You went in
12
the pit.
one where
No, we
you
didn't have a
and
pit. We had a rug on the ground next to the stage. So I was on that.
Benji?
Yeah, I was in an orchestra for musicals. Yeah. It was
Yeah?
good. Play guitar.
Yeah. Excellent.
Good fun.
No, I was on the geeky film and TV crew that filmed it, but not in
Oh.
it.
AV.
With,
On the AV
yeah, AV crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, like run around with a camera on my shoulder and stuff. Like cameras used to be the size of a fucking cricket kit, like on your shoulder. But no, not in it, which is weird because I was quite musical. So yeah.
I did. Oh, God.
Oh, weren't you fucking Kaniki?
No, I was Duty in Greece.
Oh, Duty. That's
yeah,
right.
and
Duty?
so he's grade 11.
He's
we
one
did
of the-
Greece. He was one of the
T-birds.
T-birds, whatever they're called, Thunderbirds, and I don't think it's in the movie, but it was in the musical, and I had to sit in this pretend cafe. I think it's musical, and I had the leather shirt on and the hair slicked and all that, and I had an acoustic guitar.
Of course
and-
you did.
So I'm sitting there, and it's all darkness. There's a spotlight on me, holding this acoustic guitar, and I'm talking. And this girl, I don't know, I can't remember who was trying to get with Duty or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, you can play a guitar?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I remember, and I said, "Oh, I can play a C," and I'd pretend to strum it, and the guy in the pit would play the chord, and I said, "I can play an F," and then I started singing But I wasn't playing the guitar. I was just pretending. But it was all coming from the pit.
You
But I
had a
was
pit.
actually
Is this a
singing.
school musical?
Yeah, it was always at the town hall. Yeah,
They had a pit.
they were massive. It was like 4 nights sold out.
They
And
had
then-
live music. I guess that's what I just
Yeah,
described.
that's what
I
he
did.
did. It's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a critical part of a musical. the
That's what I said.
music.
We're in the pit playing
Yeah.
drums. Yeah.
Have you watched Grease with your kids?
I don't think so.
It's
It's very
Stacks-
thrusty, isn't it?
It stacks up. Like it stacks up. It's good. The only scene that I found hard to get through was
bet you
the
did.
rooting at the drive-in and the condom's broken. Fuck it, we'll go anyway. So explaining that scene was a little bit challenging, but no, it stacks up. Good movie.
I
I love
did,
it. I love Grease.
And in grade 12, we did, I think it was Joseph and his amazing Technicolor drink, and I was one of the brothers. So
Yeah, I think I
I
did
never
that
had a
promo.
main part. I always had the next.
Yeah, I
ones
did that in
doing,
promo.
so.
Is
Yeah,
it hot?
all right.
Is it hot?
It is
now?
hot.
Are you
Yeah,
hot,
I'm
or are you quite comfortable?
I'm quite comfortable.
Okay, no, that's fine. We'll just carry on then. That's fine.
All right. Is Eddie Murphy's Delirious the best comedy routine ever?
Stage comedy. Oh,
Live comedy, movie.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Oh,
So yeah, there's Raw, there's Delirious.
No, it's better than Raw.
I
Delirious
haven't
is better
seen
than
them recently enough, and I don't actually know if I've watched them in their entirety.
he was 21, I think,
Wow.
when he did Delirious. Can you
I-
imagine that? That's amazing.
I
isn't
think
it?
the obvious answer is yes. Like, tell me one fucking stage comedian show. Like, there's a lot of comedians I love. Like, I love Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I love Jerry Seinfeld. Like, a lot of different genres of
Some
comedian.
of the Jim Jeffries stuff.
Jim Jeffries with his skit, Blade Runner skit, and his gun control skit, and all that kind of stuff.
But nothing
But
burned.
from minute one to the last minute of Delirious
Yeah.
was just gold. There wasn't 1 second that wasn't piss funny.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out on video, and you go to the VHS store, and it was the whole wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and they'd be all out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think that's...
And
That
Raw,
haven't happened
Raw
since, you know.
wasn't as good,
No.
but it wasn't far behind it. Like,
No.
it was still fucking good.
Yeah.
Which one was
Yeah.
first?
Delirious.
Oh, Delirious was first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 82 Delirious.
I can't remember. What do you reckon, Ben?
You can smell it. Which one's that one? You can smell it.
That's Delirious. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be like the benchmark.
Yeah.
It's a great.
I can't think of anything better.
I love that little that 5-minute Bill Burr skit. That whole one about
Oh,
The NBA.
no, the one about that's
Oh.
just
Titanic.
having a wife and you
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah,
any
brunch on Sunday.
Yeah, brunch
Yeah.
on Sunday.
It's
That's great.
pastel. Oh, it's asparagus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Burr is great, but
Yeah.
like on it, that was the benchmark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are
one.
you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think a lot of people say this, which is what I'm about to say, which is an introvert, like an extrovert when you're like comfortable with people, like when you know people, but
Yeah.
an introvert like with wider groups and strangers and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that actually means.
Depending on environment, company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I definitely not. I don't. It costs me energy to be around people right now. It's
Yeah.
fucking like it's
We're
just draining.
draining.
Yeah. Like, I think,
Sorry,
I find
Scott. Fucking hell.
if I'm going to a party or a gathering of people that I know moderately but not like super well,
Yeah.
and that is draining for me, whereas some people just love it. It's like
Is it
Yeah.
draining in the moment when you're there, or is it draining the thought of having to go there?
a bit of both. Yeah.
Because what I would say is I used to be quite an extrovert. I get a lot of social anxiety on the back of COVID. Like even if I'm going to have dinner with people I know, I get a bit of anxiety about that. Like just, I don't know why. Like I know that once I'm sitting there, like it's going to be like this where I'm comfortable and all that kind of stuff. But I think that through COVID, I became a little bit introverted, which is weird for me because I was always known to be the
Out
person
there.
who just coordinated the. Yeah, an outhead dickhead. Yeah,
There it is.
but
There it is.
yeah, there it is. Yeah, but I find that quite anxiety driven now,
Right, okay.
which I find really weird because I've never felt that before. So
Yeah. I think most people do. Yes, most people do. Like you said, under the situations, like
Yeah.
extrovert, obviously, performing.
Yeah.
You know, being a musician and that, but I still like to be on my own. A lot, like you said, that it can be draining to be around people that you don't really know. So
even that though, like the music stuff, like you know that I'll have 3 nervous shits before every gig and all that kind of stuff. Like I find that just an anxiety fueled moment.
Yeah.
Just wear a nappy. Just let it go.
Fuck, Scott's good. Fuck, Scott's an advocate for mental health, isn't he?
Benji, what do you got?
I don't think I've ever been comfortable in any situation. Ever.
How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm on the edge.
That's just 3 idiots opposite.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely an introvert, but when it comes to music, I could play in front of 100,000 people tomorrow. It wouldn't bother me.
Yep.
So I don't know what that is.
That's
I think
called
it's knife
talent,
edge for
mate.
me.
That's just called talent.
Maybe
You
I
are the
think,
most talented fucking person I know.
I think if I could get over that edge, I'd be an absolute arrogant prick. Like I'm on the edge at all times.
Yeah.
So I'm very confident, but then extremely unconfident.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
really
I know
weird.
what you mean.
Yeah.
It's and it does the environment and the people around you. Yeah. Anyway, good question. What happens after you die?
Do you want to know what I really? Do you want someone else to go and then I'll do my whole fucking massive rant? Or
Yeah, I don't think anything. I think you just did.
I think it's nothing. A big wall of nothingness.
And I heard something. I thought it was pretty cool that you actually you die twice. So you die when your physical body's gone, and then you die your second death the last time someone says your name, ever.
wait, second death. So the first death is the last time someone. Oh,
No.
second death late. Oh, yeah.
So
after
like
you're
in
dead.
100 years, someone
Gotcha.
might say
Yeah,
your
gotcha.
name for the
Gotcha.
last time ever, and then that's
Gotcha.
you're never spoken of again.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like your second
Yeah.
death.
Okay.
Because you live on in memories.
Yeah.
But that, great grandfather Scoot,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
used to shit himself all the time. And that's it. Yeah.
You know how you go to sleep at night, and some nights you'll remember your dreams,
Yeah.
and some nights it'll be nothing.
Yeah.
It is just a
Nothing.
big wall of nothing. A big wall of nothing. And that's like I've got a massive fear of death. And that's what I find overwhelming is it's nothing forever and my kids have to live on
Yeah.
without me and that's nothing forever.
Yeah.
and that's what it is. But it can't be anything other than that.
Yeah,
Can't
was
wait
it
to hear what
Packer,
Scoot says.
Kerry Packer, who died, and they said, "Oh, but he died for a few minutes," and they said, "Oh, did you see any lights or anything?" He said, "No, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It was just pitch black, nothing. Don't remember anything. I was gone." Dead. Ben, you got
Yeah, I reckon there's nothing. But I also reckon everything else stops as well. I don't think you leave anyone behind. I think once you die, it's all done.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this existence is all it's something we don't understand. We're not going to make a religion that gets to the bottom of it.
No.
We have no idea what it is, but what we think it is so far off what it is.
Which negates my fear, because it doesn't live on without me, because my brain stops and all those thoughts stop.
it.
So that fear is irrational, because it all stops once you stop.
We could be on a game show. This could be a game show, and like once I
Should we
die,
get
it's
Grand
like,
Denyer
and
in
bring
here?
him out. And the dolphins are like clapping, like, and like this is it. Like this, it's like a computer simulated game show
Yeah.
where they've created this character called Scoot, and like I'm experiencing it,
Oh, they
and you
fucked
guys are
it.
all made up, and then when I die, it's like
all
the
gone.
curtains come up, and it's like, who knows? Could be that. Could be something completely different, but it's not what we think it is. And I agree that I don't think you exist.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah,
I think you exist.
and you would say that. Yeah.
shit. Okay.
I made that happen.
Yes. Oh, all right. So we're moving on. That was your
I've-
rant, kind of.
I hope the next
Yeah,
one's
thanks.
lighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do you feel has been the greatest win so far in your life?
Born in Australia. In this time,
That's
in this era,
pretty good. Yeah.
born in this country, in this era.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being born 1,000 years ago,
Yeah.
a completely different life,
Yeah.
or being born in a different country,
Yeah. That's pretty good.
a lottery
Yeah.
of wherever it could be. Even
Yeah,
now.
I feel very grateful to have been a teenager in the 90s. Like, I just think we're so lucky to have experienced that.
Yeah.
80s and 90s, what a couple of decades. Like, so, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Mine would be my daughters.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that. Yeah.
oh, yeah, that was my initial reaction, was my kids and
It's a
the
bit like when
life.
footballer players have to preface everything. Like when they say, "How was that winning the grand final?" "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever." Apart from my wedding and the birth of my children. I love you, Macca. Mac, I love this guy.
Oh, very good.
Great.
Have you got
what
one
was the
greatest
word?
win?
Greatest win.
Greatest win.
I mean, that 2023 grand final was pretty fucking good, though. Should we talk about that again? No. We'll just move on.
Benji, you got one?
Oh, I think when I first moved to Brisbane, maybe 20 years ago, we lived at Green Slopes.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Yep.
There's heaps of it's quite popular there. And there's heaps of video stores, Video Easy. I rented a movie from Video Easy. I've still got that.
Do you know what you've
That was
avoided?
awesome.
Do you know what you have avoided?
What's that?
You remember the fine you used to
Yeah, that's
get
what I'm saying.
if you took that back, but you
Yeah.
forgot to rewind it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
how they used to sting
Yeah,
you when
yeah.
they took it out? They opened the case like, you haven't rewound this, $2.
Yeah, they got a
Like,
rewinding machine.
fucking hell!
They got a
$2
rewinding machine that
just because
does
I
it.
haven't rewinded
Kids
the
these days,
fucking
they haven't
thing.
rewound anything. Have they? There's nothing.
What
to
movie was
rewind,
it?
Is
What? What do you mean?
Kids. There's nothing like tape
Oh, yeah.
cassettes or.
Yeah.
What movie was
I
it?
can't remember. I think it's it was bad.
It
I think
better
was
be
like-
porn.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting
Yeah.
that from Blockbuster.
I think I
Oh,
got one.
low grade porn.
I think yeah.
You
on
know
that-
when you used to go to the video store and there was the porn section and you used to have to
Just
like
walk
wander
past it.
by looking trying to not look like you're looking over
And then
there.
they put period drama or something right next to it, something you'd never be interested
Yeah,
in. You go,
art house films,
yeah, that's right, yeah.
that shit.
Childish bastard.
You love your
But I'm
period-
the same. as-
You look.
Is this period drama related? Okay.
Yeah, we're all the fucking same. We're all cut from the same cloth. We all did. Or when you just rented one and you just felt like the dirtiest prick in the world,
And it
then
was
you went
always
home
like-
and they were disappointing as fuck because they just cut away the second they were about to show something.
Yeah,
good.
or it was all wrecked because everyone had paused it on that
Yeah.
section. It's like
like when you watch
Sharon
Basic
Stone.
Instinct.
Yeah, Basic Instinct. Or White Men Can't Jump when she just flashes a bit of tit. Just
I got one a little bit like that, which was once because I used to try to do. Me and Aaron, his brother, have a thing called Voucher Keep, like where we just like always talking about our stories about when we've had a voucher for like KFC or Hungry Jack's or something, and we've managed to use the voucher but also keep it. So voucherkeep.com.
Yep.
Or
I've got this voucher,
Yeah.
and then as they process it, you put it back in
Yeah.
your pocket. And they sometimes go,
yeah.
oh, "I need the voucher."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, if they're a good employee, they ask for the voucher.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of strategies like asking another question. So get the 2 Whoppers with cheese for $3.50. Also, with the Whoppers, is that a low lactose cheese that you guys are using, or are you still using? Yeah, cool. Okay, no, that's right. Because I just got this allergy.
God, you're a fucking shit of a human
throw that
being.
in.
Like, I'd hate. Like, I know we're friends, but I'd hate to encounter you in the wild.
And the other thing you've got to do is you've got to go to the least assertive looking cashier.
Oh yeah, you go to a junior as fuck.
Yeah, junior as fuck. I'm gonna say, I was gonna say female, but actually they're more conscientious often.
No.
So like, I just don't give a shit.
Young male.
male.
If you need to get aggressive,
like-
you can.
He's just gonna. He does it. He's just phoning it in.
Yeah.
Like he's just
Yep.
wants you to get out of his face. The other one is expired voucher. So you can use an expired voucher.
Put your thumb
but
over the date. Yep.
But so you might rip that little Hungry Jack's
Oh,
voucher off.
yeah.
So just the month gets ripped off, or
Yeah.
the month and year get ripped off.
You
and
know
it's-
you're earning pretty good coin right now, eh? Like you're
was
doing
a long
all right
time
for
ago.
yourself.
But the ultimate is expired voucher keep. So you got an expired voucher,
It's the thrill of the
and
chase.
you get to keep it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great.
It's a sport.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Would you rather do stand-up comedy to a full house, like 20,000 plus people, or take a shit in front of your mates and family?
The stand-up comedy. Oh, I'm a nervous pooer at the best of times. You know that I'm a bad poor. I don't even like shitting in a public toilet when there's like, you know what my favourite thing is? You go into a public toilet for a shit, and I don't do that unless I'm desperate. I'm a home shitter.
Yeah, you
I reckon I
are.
could count it on 2 fingers the number of public toilets I've.
Yeah, me too.
2 hands. Sorry, 2 hands.
But I love it when you go into a public toilet for a shit and it's one of those public toilets where they're pumping music quite loud. You're just like, you beauty. Like if I owned a department store, I would put music on. You know what the worst moment of my fucking life was? Leggy and I were in Melbourne. I think I might have told this story before. Have I told this on the
Yeah, we
potty?
have. Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
where
went
you...
to the bakery.
The
and shit.
bakery, and you said, "Do you know where the nearest toilet is? Because this guy needs to shit."
Yeah, shit himself.
I'm a nervous shitter, so yeah, I'd take the stand-up comedy, and I'm not happy about taking that.
20,000 people. What's the context of that? Can I just so I can practice a routine as long as I want. How do I get introduced? Do I get introduced as a guy who's going to have a crack at stand-up comedy?
No,
I don't even
you're a-
care.
Or
you're
like
a famous podcaster.
this is like, okay. Have they paid to see me, or am I a curtain raiser to like Jerry Seinfeld?
yeah, I'll MC
I don't
it,
even care.
And I'll MC it, and then you're the first act.
I would happily walk off stage. I would happily be booed off the stage. I would suck because I know I would suck. I'd rather be booed off the stage than have to shit in front of even
someone.
one person. Even if you said, just shit in front of your wife. No,
Really?
no, I couldn't even shit in front of my wife. I'm a nervous shitter.
I have to use public toilets a lot because the way I work, but I've been in some, and it'd be like 4, and then you get down to the last one, down to the last one, down to the last one, and then you think, oh, the next person comes in, they'll see that, and the other 4 doors are open. They'll just go in the furthest one. Nah, right beside you.
Yeah.
Like-
That's the other thing that crosses my mind. Like I got a lot of psychology that I'm thinking about if I have to choose a public toilet.
Yeah, you
So
got.
do you go to the one? Which one do you go to? Like you walk straight into the one that's easiest to get to. No, everyone's going to that one. Do I go to the one all the way out the other end, or all the nervous shit is going to that one? Do I come one back, or have they all thought about that? Like,
Yeah, where you choose is big. You got to chuck some dunny wipe down to mask the
I don't care about
splatter.
the sound. Is that what the main thing is for you? Like the sound?
Oh, it's the sound of it splashing, but also the sounds that I make. Like
Are you making sounds?
no, I'm not going to
You're a
grunt.
grunter.
I can hold it. It's not the grunt. It's more
Your
the
ass, your sphincter.
like. I don't want anyone to hear the.
You just need to. You just need better sphincter control.
No, it's just the sound of shit coming out of my
Fire
heart.
out.
Imagine doing
I'm
that in
just a
front of
nerve-
someone, though.
No, I don't
You
want
should
to.
ring He does.
No.
He did it in front of his wife.
Yeah, that was
That's
fucked
bad,
up.
yeah.
I didn't say his name
Yeah,
when
didn't
I
we
said
just
that.
leave him name?
I,
don't give a shit.
I deliberately didn't say his
I didn't
name
say
when
his
I told
last
that
name.
story.
It is a colour.
It's M
Yeah.
Green, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to M.
So we'd all do the stand-up comedy.
No, I'll do the shit.
Well,
Yeah,
Ben,
I got
Ben?
some questions.
Yes.
Tell us about the shit. Like, what's the setup? Have you invited them to a barbecue?
Is there lights like this shining on it?
yeah. Do they know it's going to happen? Like, it's just like, I've got some news.
Yeah, do they know that he's got to do this for a dare, guys? Like,
Yeah.
Or
have you got a sheet around you, or it's just like
No,
on the floor?
it's like
Can I
having
see
a toilet
everything?
right there.
Okay.
I've had a
can
lot
you
of
kind of cover
dreams.
yourself or not? Can you cover yourself?
Oh, if you want. Yeah.
I've
You
had a
gotta
lot
wipe
of,
your ass
I've
and
had so
everything.
many dreams like that where I'm shitting and I realise fuck
Everyone has
everyone can
That's a
see
nightmare.
me.
That's what that's called.
It is, it's recurring. It is recurring. I would take the stand-up comedy in a heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's coming
Yeah, I'm
for
a
you
I've
tonight.
already
nervous
done that in
girl.
front of all you on camera. Remember, in the water.
Yeah, but your waist, that's different. Your waist was under the water. If it was shitting in the river in front of everyone I know, then I'd take shitting in the river. Because my waist is underwater, they're not going to hear anything. I'm not sitting there with my
Just-
dick out.
Yeah, okay.
You
That
both out
current
there.
was
That's hard.
pushing you away.
I will just tell everyone.
What about the time you shit in the river and we saw it float away and it floated
Circle
towards
back on
those
it.
two
Oh,
kids
yeah.
who were fishing
Yeah.
and we were seriously worried it was headed for their lines?
Circle back on you, and you had to kick it. Remember? Had to kick it away.
I'll tell you what though.
The brown snake was
It
coming
is
to bite
hard. It is hard to if you're trying to tread water.
you. Oh, it's so
I don't. There's a lot of muscles.
Why were you
involved.
treading water? Why wouldn't you hold on to the boat?
because the current was.
I still
trying
had to
push
do
you.
stuff. I still had to support myself somehow with.
You had to take your
But why didn't
shorts
you like
off.
hold on to the?
What was I hold? Was I holding on to anything? Or not?
You're holding on to the boat, and then you take your shorts off, but then you were getting because the current was
yeah.
pushing you away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, it's hard when you got to do two things at once. It's really hard, and even in the ocean, like, do you find that?
I find it hard to shit in the ocean.
Well, yeah, it's either shit or I'm not like I don't do that, but if I just got to do a wee in the ocean, I was going to say, and you're standing there.
Well, I've
breaking
only
the
done it
seal.
when I'm camping.
It's hard to break the
like-
seal.
Well, and you're standing there like getting knocked around by the waves, and you like because you got to use your leg muscles to steady yourself and stuff. Do you find that I can't piss while I'm trying to
Yeah, you gotta
steady
hit a
myself?
calm spot,
So
yeah.
you got to time it between the waves. Okay, start. Okay, stop. Like, steady yourself. Start. No.
Oh, once I start, I don't stop. I'll get barreled by wave.
I think I find it hard to shit in the ocean is the title of this episode. Without a doubt.
All right, next one.
Only when camping. Like, I'm never going to do it regularly. I'm going to take my kids to the beach, and they're like, "Dad, build a sandcastle." And can't shitting. It's not like that.
Oh, God. All right. Did you ever have a favourite teacher?
There's the one I sneezed on when I asked her how to pronounce corroboree.
I had one in grade 12. He was our, what was it called? Industrial techniques. It was like shop A and shop B, woodwork and metalwork.
Yeah.
Mr. Burt was his name. And he had a hot daughter. Anyway, that's another story. But he was just the coolest teacher.
Yeah.
And he was just like down to earth and helped you with everything and was just really cool. He'd say, swear a bit here and there. And he got along with everyone in the class. He was really cool. Yeah, that was grade 12.
I'd
yeah.
say Mr. Stewart at Kenmore High. He was our English teacher,
Oh, yeah.
and then later on
Film and TV.
our film and TV teacher. When he was my English teacher, I gave him a fair bit of grief. Like, I was a fair shithead, and he had to reprimand me a lot. Actually, funnily enough, we had to do this talk where we had to talk about a sitcom. So we had to pick a sitcom and we had to diagnose it and show clips of it in class and stuff. And for some reason, I did not choose a sitcom. I showed Eddie Murphy's Delirious in the classroom, and he was fucking filthy.
Wow.
But I gave him a fair bit of grief, but by the end of school, he'd put a fair bit of effort into me, and now my son goes to that school, and he retired last year, so he was only there for a year that Cam was there, but When I did the open days and stuff, he was still there. And
They
had a
still look the
yarn
same age, don't they? I see
He
Mr.
looks
Stewart,
exactly the same.
20-something years later,
Yeah.
he still looks the same. The
Yeah.
teachers, they all look the same age as I remember them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know, their memory aged in my memory. Like their vision, their picture aged
He does
in
look
my
exactly
memory
the same,
somehow.
yeah.
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 So, yeah, I reckon he's mine.
Mr. Wilmer, I liked, my physics teacher.
Yeah.
He was a
Did
strange
you do physics?
guy. Yeah, won the prize for it.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a medal.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Scoop was a fucking nerd.
Yeah,
Smart
Physics.
nerd.
yeah.
He was a nerd, mate.
Just gee up.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
I'll go get it.
Okay. We're at next episode. No, I believe you. You're very
So,
smart.
Mr. Wilmer, he was like, he gave me his hammock. I think he might have thought of me as like a son, or maybe he was trying. I don't know what. But
Wasn't it Wilmer where on Muck Up Day we picked up his car
his
and
little
carried
Honda
it? We
Civic.
carried it. It was a little Honda Civic. We carried it down to the Oval.
Yeah. But Wilmer, I did a rap for him because he had.
But
a
you
few
gave him a
mannerisms.
rap, or you did a rap?
I did a rap. Like we used to do a rap about him. Like he used to always say, whenever I was talking, so why have you got verbal diarrhea? And he talked about his beer brewing and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, I reckon we could do the rap. Okay, so one of you has got to, no, all of you have got to go Wilmy, go Wilmy, go. Go Wilmy, go
I think I'll
Wilmy,
pass.
go.
Yeah, okay.
Go Wilmy, come Wilmy, go. Clap Wilmy, go Wilmy, go. Go, come on,
I can't,
you
I've got the
start.
fishbowl.
Go, put it down and start. Don't leave me hanging on a rap. Go Wilmy,
You
go
can see your
Wilmy,
bit and we'll
go
see how it
Wilmy.
goes.
What's
Go
the other bits?
Wilmy, go
what's the
Wilmy.
other
Come
bit?
on, I'm gonna rap over it. I need you guys to do this for
I
me.
don't know it.
Just do your bit and
You
shut
know
up.
it. All you got to do is go Wilmy,
I can't
go
do that.
Wilmy. Come on, go Wilmy, go Wilmy. Come on, go Wilmy,
Doing it.
go Wilmy. Come on, go Wilmy. Go Wilmy.
can't allow
Yo,
him to.
Wilmy, we got a song for you. If you don't listen now, you don't know what to do. You got verbal diarrhea at the end of your career. Only physics you do now is making homemade beer. Go Wilmy. Go Wilmy. Yo, go Wilmy. Go
Why did you beat us?
Yeah. Go Wilmy. Go Wilmy. Ugh. That's the Rage Against the Machine version.
Yeah.
Come on. You guys
very
fucking
good.
left me at war. Let the record show.
You decided
That was perfect.
I'm
You
going to
didn't
go to
need
war
us.
with this country on my own. Will you guys come with me?
Why
We're
was
like,
that
no,
so
that's
hard?
unprecedented.
Why was that so hard to
Oh, no, it
join in with?
We just wanted you to do a solo. That's all it was.
Special mention to Mrs. Case, who was our
Oh.
teacher who put the condom over the banana and showed us how to put a connie on.
Yeah.
She was also the one that I shot. You know how you
Oh, that's at the same time.
calm down.
When she was doing the demo, you shot.
I miss.
I'm shot.
Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Oh. No wonder you're shouting out to her.
Get your mind out of the
Your
gutter.
first orgasm.
Oh no, get your mind
Grade
out of the
8.
gutter. When you used to have a rubber glove finger, you know, you get a bit of PVC pipe, you put a rubber glove
that'd be
finger
fun.
on the back,
Put
and
a
you chuck a
berry or
gum
something.
nut in there
Yeah.
or some shit. And I was trying to shoot it from the back of the classroom at the back of some poor prick's head at the front of the room, and I just aimed it a little bit too high, and she's riding on the board, and bang, it hit the board right next to her head. Fuck, it missed her head by about 6 inches. And shout out to her, because she should have been fuming at that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got in trouble, but she was okay. Didn't she also yell at you and said,
I threw a piece of smashed glass, like I pegged it, ninja started at a tree, and sticking to the
said,
tree, and then she's like, "Bring me your missile."
"Bring me your missile"?
That's weird.
I got done. I think a couple of friends went to. I think it was grade 4 or 5, and a couple of friends had been to the Toowoomba show, and they bought all the fake, the magic trick bags and all the stuff, and one had I remember the PK chewing gum. Mm-hmm. You pull it out and mouse trap your finger, snap your finger, and the fake dog turd. And I said, "Give it to me." So before the teacher come into class, because we used to have the old wooden table and desk and the big chalkboard, I sat the dog shit on her chair.
Pterodactyl flew over.
Wasn't that
Jesus.
And she pulled a chair. So she didn't even know. She pulled a chair out and she said, Leggett, get out of here. Have you got one, Ben?
Yeah, we had a. I'm not going to name him because it's it didn't end well. But he's a music teacher. He wasn't the actual music teacher. He was a PE teacher. But he used to do like after school music. So we're in bands all the time. He'd come in the afternoon and like be there while we're at school after hours.
Yeah.
And then we had a pretty good band. And then he'd take us around the state to do all the like Battle of the Bands things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we went to Noosa and out west. And he was a loose unit. Like we went to Noosa. He drove all four of us. We stayed in a motel room. And then he goes, just stay here. And he came back with like a cart of beer. He goes, all right, let's get fucking heaven. And like, I was in grade 9. And three of us in grade 9, one of us in grade 10 or 11, I think. And we just drank beer. And he was
great.
loose. It was so good. He was a great guy and everything. And then I Googled him up like about 3 years ago. And the article was he'd crashed into a nursing home at Toowoomba in his car drunk. He's still alive when the cops found him. He was sitting there like drinking a 6-pack. In the front where they found him, he's like, fuck it, may as well keep drinking.
Hold my beer, I got 5 more.
Don't you miss that sort of like? I think it's probably right, all the new rules and regulations, but you just can't. You can't just do anything anymore. Like so many things the brakes get pumped on them just because of some 1% fucking risk.
Yeah.
That it can't happen anymore.
And I truly believe we're never in danger. Like,
Yeah.
he just looked after us. He didn't let us drink all the beers. Obviously,
Yeah.
he drank all of them. He's in a hotel room with 4 kids.
Yeah.
You know?
I do find it
That's probably
funny
bigger
how I
danger.
will.
Yeah, that's right.
I do find it funny how I'll piss myself laughing at that story and just think that would have been so much fun, but then think to myself with my kids, if a teacher did that, I'd be fucking question. I'd be so angry with them or something like that. But
It's hard to know.
yeah,
Yeah. All right, well, time for one more?
Yeah, one more.
One more, okay. What is the best advice you've ever been given, personal or business-wise? I think business, because I've owned a few businesses, and I think in business, and even if it's your work job, I think 80% of it is just turning up. So just be there on time. Say, for example, you're doing a quote or a job or something like that. I think be there,
Best foot forward.
turn up, be on time. Let them know if you're not
Yep.
going to be there, if you're running late traffic or something like that. And I think just turning up is 80% of it.
Yep.
And then once you're there and apply yourself to high standards, I think that's good for business.
Yep.
But I
Good old fashioned business sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I think just turning up. Make sure you turn up every day. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Cool.
You one?
I reckon probably across both. It's put your own life vest on first.
Oh yeah,
That if you use up all your energy, you can't look after others.
yeah,
And that's something I'm trying to do in my personal life at the moment is there's a lot of noise and there's a lot of people. And if you invest everything into everybody, then you'll probably end up letting down people you care about. So like when you've got kids and good mates and all that kind of stuff that need your support, if you're investing your time into people that probably wouldn't do the same for you and they're just sadly
Squeaky
these
wheels.
peripheral people,
yeah,
then like you'd hate to be investing an hour into that person who you don't know that well and it saps your energy, but suddenly you can't, like you're too physically fucked by that to support your children or your mates or something like
or
that.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Look what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Just to get through this.
Yeah, Scoot's sniffing a bottle of JD right now.
Advice
A
you've
sniff
got.
bottle.
Yeah, so and from a business perspective as well, I think that's solid advice that you've got to put your own life vest on first. Like if sometimes the way I've supported my team is by just burying myself, by just wearing the burden for them and just killing myself. But that's not sustainable. So
No, not at all.
yeah.
All right, sniff bottle man. What?
Well, the sniff bottle's a good one. That's my little tip for others, is if you have a hard day, if there's a particular drink that you like, just keep an empty bottle of it. There's enough molecules in the empty bottle
To keep you
And
going.
I sometimes do that if I have a hard phone call, or more so if it's just a.
Yeah, I realise this. We've talked about this on the pod before, and you talked about going through like setting up an email and that, and you've helped me do that over the phone. So you've sniff bottled me over the phone while I'm trying.
Yeah, it's usually something like that where I've done it 1,000 times. So I just got to talk someone through. Okay. Click tools, account settings.
You've done it to me.
Advanced. Tick the box. Leave copy message on server. And I'm just sniffing away, just going. It's all right. Anyway, no, the serious one. I think my favourite bit of advice, which is one of my dad's sayings, is it's all relative.
All right.
And it's your pain and pleasure is all relative to where you're at. Like, if you go live in another country in another set of circumstances, like what we got right now is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and I'll say same with the other side of the coin, but you always, you just. I'm going to get a new fridge. We ordered a new fridge.
Yeah. Right.
And it's going to arrive, and there's going to be something about that fridge that pisses me off. And I'm going to have to say, okay, it's all relative. I've got a fridge. Yeah. This is like, it's my privilege to be pissed off about that tiny little inconvenience. That whatever that thing is, I'm going to be annoyed.
You'll have to let us know next episode what it is.
Yeah. So it's all relative. I like that one.
Yeah, that's good. Benji?
Yeah, I've got one. It's a little bit complex, but it kind of relates to.
We like complex here.
Yeah, to what we do, like making music and being creative.
Yeah.
And someone told me once that, the old one, which is like, don't get it right, get it written. Just do it. Writing songs.
Yeah.
And they said, don't obsess over the quality of something.
Yeah.
Someone else will tell you when it needs to be better. So what I mean by that, when you're making music, you always obsess about the right sound, is it this? The key thing is the song. And if you've got the right song, someone else who's going to make money off that song will tell you to make it better. Like, the recording quality is not great, or the output is not, the video quality is not great. Someone will tell you and say, okay, you need to improve that because the core thing is good.
Yeah.
And I think we waste so much time of just
on details,
drilling down on details when the core thing isn't. Yeah. So it's going to help me finish songs and go, okay, it's an okay one, but don't obsess over it because the next one could be really good. So just keep going. Yeah.
Similar saying, which I quite like, which is don't let the perfect get in the way of the good.
Yeah.
That can happen.
That's a very good point, especially with music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because you don't want to lose, if you put too much shine on it, you'll lose that rawness.
And the energy of, I think that's, So.
All right, that was good.
Yeah, done.
Episode 23 was that? Yeah. Fishy B.
In the can.
In the can. We'll be back very soon. Thank you very much and good much. And rock and roll.
Talk about that.
Fucking horse.